Hello and welcome to the Level Up English Podcast, second edition. Well, I'm very happy you're here today because today I want to talk about my first job. Yeah, my very first job. This is a story from my teenage years when life was simple but also very real. I was 15 years old at the time. I was very young. I was still in school. I had classes in the morning and homework in the afternoon. Like many teenagers, I wanted money. Not a lot of money, just enough to feel independent. I wanted to buy my own things. I wanted to help myself. And honestly, I wanted to feel like an adult. My first job was not a normal job. It was a bit unusual. I worked with Jogo do Bicho. Yeah, it's a type of lottery in Brazil. It is an illegal betting game based on animals and numbers. Even though it is against the law, it is very popular. Many people play it every day. They choose an animal, they choose a number, and they hope to win some money. At that age, I didn't think too much about it, if it was legal or not. I didn't think about right and wrong. I was 15. I just wanted to work. I just wanted to earn some money. My job was simple but serious. I collected bets, I wrote down numbers, I talked to people, I handled money. Every day I walked a lot. I walked through streets and neighborhoods. I went from place to place. I didn't have an office. I didn't have a uniform. The street was my workplace. People knew me, they recognized me, they trusted me. Trust was very important. People gave me money, and I had to be correct. From that job, I learned many important lessons. The first one was communication. So before that job, I was very shy. I didn't like talking to adults. I was nervous. I avoided eye contact. But at work, I had no choice. I had to speak clearly. I had to explain numbers. I had to confirm bets. I had to be polite. And I had to listen very carefully. I also had to pay attention to every detail. Little by little, I changed. I became more confident and I learned how to talk to different people. And that was something magical. The second lesson was responsibility. I had to be on time every day. People expected me. I had to be really careful with money, very careful. One mistake could cause a big problem. I couldn't lose money. The pressure was real, especially for a teenager, right? Sometimes I felt nervous. Sometimes I felt afraid. I was young and I knew that the job was risky. But also felt really proud. I was working. So I was earning my own money. I was learning how life works. And it was not an easy job for a 15-year-old. But it was a powerful experience. Looking back today, I don't think it was right or wrong. I don't judge my past. It was just my reality at the time. It was what I knew. It was what I had. That job was my first contact with the real world of work. It taught me discipline. It taught me communication. It taught me responsibility. It taught me that work is not always comfortable. But work teaches you who you were. Today, my life is very different, of course. I choose another path. I work with education now and communication. But I never forget my first job. It was the beginning of my journey. It was where I learned important lessons that I still use today. Sometimes our first job is not perfect, but it shapes us. And that's why first jobs matter. Thank you very much for listening. See you next time.